Lindley's live at 4 o'clock. I mean, you know me, I'm good at going live at midnight. So real proud of myself that I've pulled it together for a 4 o'clock market update. Today, I'm here to talk about Cutler Bay. Cutler Bay is that cute town south of Palmetto Bay as we head down towards Homestead. And Cutler Bay was incorporated fairly recently in the world of cities in Miami. It's relatively new. And I'm so excited to talk to you about Cutler Bay and what has happened there in the last, let's say, 3 years. Because the growth down there has been incredible. So I'm going to share some information today with you about Cutler Bay. Happy to answer any questions you have. Toss them in the chat. And I'm going to launch right into it. So Cutler Bay, like I said, is located way down south of Palmetto Bay. It used to be a quiet little town, and I would say since 2000, there's been a lot of building going on in Cutler Bay. So a lot of the homes we're seeing down there were built in the 2000s, which is not standard for the rest of Miami. So much of Miami was developed in the 60s and 70s. So it's seen a lot of growth in the last 25 years. But the last 3 years, I'm going to blow your mind. Okay. There's 103 homes on the market right now in Cutler Bay. So there's a lot of houses on the market. 19 of those 103 are priced for more than $1 million. Most of those are newer construction. Like I said, like built since 2000. And they're all located, I shouldn't say all. Most of those 19 that are listed for more than $1 million are in the northeast section of Cutler Bay. The least expensive home on the market right now is listed for $475,000, which is a 4-bedroom, 1-bath. There was one, I had to update this information because yesterday there was the lowest priced house on the market was like $375,000, but it went under contract overnight. So now the lowest price is $475,000. Hello. Okay, remember that number because it's going to get interesting later. The least expensive house on the market's listed for $475,000. There's 42 homes that are pending, 2 of which are listed for more than $1 million. The other 40 are listed for less than $1 million. And then there have been 362 sales in Cutler Bay this year. 19 of those, so 5% of the sales this year sold for more than $1 million. 5%. 119 of them, so 33% of them sold for less than $500,000. So the majority, let me do quick math, 62% of the sales this year sold between $500,000 and $1 million. The lowest sale we've had this year went for $267,000. The highest sale we've had this year went for $1.38 million. Okay, this is all interesting, and if you can keep all these numbers in your head, it's going to get a whole lot more interesting when I tell you about 2021 and 2020. Okay, so in 2021, there were 571 sales in Cutler Bay. So quite a few more, 571 compared to the 362 we've had so far this year. There's no way we're going to catch up to how many sales there were last year, but it is good to see that we have 42 sales pending. Last year, of all the closings, only 1% sold for more than $1 million. Only 5 out of the 500. Okay? Remember, this year we've already had 19. Last year, 73% of all the sales, 415 sales, sold for less than $500,000. The lowest last year went for $236,000. The highest last year went for $1.18 million. So, only that makes 26% of last year's sales sold in that range between 500 and $1 million. Where, what did I say? Like 68% of this year's sales sold. Okay, in 2020, this is where your mind gets blown. Nothing sold for more than $1 million. The highest sale the whole year went for $950,000. And that year there were 574 sales. So there were more sales in 2020 in Cutler Bay than there were in 2021. Only 74 of those sales sold for more than 500,000, which means 500 sales, 87% of all the sales in Cutler Bay in 2020 sold for less than 500,000. So think about that. 2 years ago, 87% of the sales sold for less than 500,000. And this year, 33% did. That's crazy. Okay. The average price per square foot in Cutler Bay, when you compare 2019, so 3 years ago, the average home in Cutler Bay was selling for $180 a square foot. Today, it's selling for $317 a square foot on average, which is a 76% price per square foot growth. 3 years. That means most homes in Cutler Bay have increased in value. That's like, wow, blow your mind. And this is what I think is also really interesting. Right now, the average days that a house is on the market before it sells, 21 to 24. That's a really short amount of time. We're seeing average days on market go up in almost every other area of Miami. So to still see such a short period of what it takes to sell a house in Cutler Bay means things are still really selling quickly. That market is super active. I predict prices are going to continue to go up there. That's, hope you enjoyed it. I think that this is super interesting. If you know anybody that lives in Cutler Bay, please share this video with them. I think they're going to find it interesting. Everybody wants to know how the value of their house, and this is an easy way to share the information. So thanks for coming. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm talking about Dadeland condos, an interesting market. So join me tomorrow. I'll see you then. Have a great rest of your day.